Recap. I can give it a shot. I'm not sure if I'm going to get everything, but I can definitely give it a shot.
Do it.
Okay, so previously on Henshin-A-Go-Go, our brave hero slash young adults were uh were introduced to the two kind of mentoring henshin crew, and in the process of explaining the situation to um, the young lads and lasses, or the one lass. Um, there was a attack at the mall, right? It was a mall, right?
Yes.
Okay, attack in the mall. So our brave heroes um, went and tried to uh, enter the conflict. They had some successes, and a couple of failures. Um, one of the brave heroes got distracted by a super cool, ridiculous, awesome game of Galaga. Yes, and was it not Galaga? I thought it was Galaga.
We don't talk about Galaga.
We don't. Oh, okay. We don't talk about. We don't talk. What happens at Galaga stays in Galaga. And then we fought a boss, or a mini boss. We fought a leader of some sort who, through some quick moves, we were able to throw some punches and land some kicks. And come to find out, dun dun dun, when the mask was removed, it looked like Vance. Dun dun dun. And last thing that happened was that the Vance clone teleported out, and the people that were freed are okay. But I don't remember. Were there anybody who we weren't able to save? Okay, that's what I thought. And there were some people got taken. Some people are the opposite of not taken. No, the opposite of taken. Sorry, I was trying to say not taken and the opposite of taken, and just smushed into one. And you'll have to stick around and find out.
Don't know who you are.
I have a particular set of skills that I just acquired, and I will
shouldn't
find
be
you.
muted. Are you sure? You sure it's not you having audio problems there, Kohlrabi?
Okay, I heard you speak. Yeah.
Cole says he can hear you now.
Weird. Freaking Zoom messed up, and I gotta fix all the screens.
Oh no.
It like froze up and then like wigged out on me. I think it's because it's an old version and it doesn't like
an
old version. Yeah.
Hey, how dare you not update me, you bastard!
Alright, so when we left off, you guys had returned to the pizza place and been shown your rooms, and it was revealed to you that the lieutenant was a past version of your beloved art teacher, Bob Ross.
Right, that also happened.
So you guys you guys have had some time to rest. So it's now morning. The restaurant is still kind of dark and closed. Doesn't look like anybody's been up to open it or do anything with it. You guys can't get downstairs without the codes to open the little gate behind the arcade game. But you all meet downstairs in kind of that just dining area. And how do you guys proceed?
Well, I will be kind of sitting. Is it what's like the layout? Is it like chairs or is it like a couch?
It's like a typical like. Oh man, you kids are young, so I don't know if you ever went to a sit-down Pizza Hut.
Yes, I have been to a sit-down Pizza Hut.
So it's like a sit-down Pizza Hut,
almost like young, okay.
like a pizza buffet where it has like booths and tables, a salad bar on one side.
Okay, so I'll just be sitting by one of the booths on the inside, kind of back against the wall.
Mayo, you've never been to a sit-down Pizza Hut, have you?
Yes. Did you call me Mayo?
Yeah.
Yes. Look, I may be probably the youngest, maybe, but I've been to a sit-down Pizza Hut. I even got a rewards card for a free. Sure. I mean, anyway, Vance is going to pull up a chair, and he's going to turn it around and sit on it reverse because that's what the cool kids do.
Ooh, like the cool kids.
like what is this? The Breakfast Club? Vance, you really did your research.
Same time period. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know shit about the '80s. Sorry.
I honestly think at this point Zarko would probably still be upstairs. Because let's be real, she kind of hyper-focused through the night and has just been drawing. So.
Yeah. As far as Jason, Jason's been pretty much, kind of in his own mind. He's got a notebook out and just scribbling, just kind of writing notes, kind of to himself. Maybe some doodles, kind of and during like small breaks, but actually similar to this, right? Like literally, like I have my hand right now. So like a small book, doesn't take too much space, and a pen, and just scribbling just notes down.
Okay. You guys aren't going to discuss, the startling revelation of who the lieutenant is?
I'm kind of on my own world, so I don't even notice Vance. I'll be 100% honest.
Vance doesn't even notice Vance.
Trippy, dude. That's so deep. Like, yo.
I'm just trying to sit in my chair all backwards.
I feel like this is the
trying
moment.
To be one of the cool kids.
I feel like this is the moment in the team where we're all kind of disheartened and we don't want to like talk to each other right now. I feel like
about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now.
So in the background, you all can hear it, but I think this would mainly pique Vance's attention.
Oh yes. It's the Gallagher.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear anything. Here, do I need to turn you guys up?
There was a dramatic pause, I think, because
okay.
I just watched Bale just kind of grin.
He's like,
So Vance, you can hear the Galaga machine in the back as it fires up. It's almost like this place kind of just turns itself on. Like the lights were dim, but now the lights are coming on. The Galaga machine fires up. The 1980s jukebox in the corner starts playing some freaking Pat Benatar.
I don't even know who that is.
I didn't think you would. And out from the back where the kitchen would be comes the guy who was the Silver Ranger. You guys remember his name?
This guy?
His name was Locke, and he had dreadlocks.
There we go.
Did he have dreadlocks?
Yes, he did.
He did.
That is news to me. So is that Locke with a CK?
Locke, Locke.
Okay.
Like the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Loch. The Locke.
I'm just gonna play some Galaga real quick.
Yeah, you should probably go do that.
Gotta get my high score. I could put things in there like ass and stuff like that.
The four letters.
Every time you try to put a quarter into play, it just pushes the quarter back out. It's like you put the quarter in, and then it just falls out like the actual quarter take is broken.
Guys, I don't think we're in 1980. I think we're in hell. I can't play Galaga.
Well, wait, can he actually play it with even though it's not taking the quarter?
I mean,
or is he just screwed?
If he could convince Locke to put it on free play mode, he could play without the quarter. But as of right now, it's not on free play mode.
God. All right. I'm gonna shimmy over to Locke. One, I'm gonna mention the fact that you didn't help in that battle at all. What's up with that, guy?
You know how, like, police here on your planet are often put on desk duty when they do something bad or make a mistake? Yeah, I've been put on desk duty. Technically, I'm not even supposed to have my morpher, but since I'm stuck here on Earth, they couldn't really take it from me.
What'd you do? Slap a kid's ice cream cone out of his hand?
I don't think we really need to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Galaga over there. It's not taking my quarters. What's up with that?
I mean, it's not supposed to be a
real issues in this world right now. Whether or not we can get the Galaga machine to work.
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna have to go with Jace here. That Galaga is the least of your worries. You know, timelines are fracturing. The Mantate Emperor has actually shown himself. That's never happened before. We've never encountered something like that before. So,
Also, my initials are not on this machine for the high scores, so that's also a thing.
And again, not overly important. Look, the lieutenant has been up most of the night trying to figure out how to restore you to your timelines. It's not going to be easy. You'll need to steal one of the teleporters from the Mantinea the next time they attack.
But stealing's a crime.
Please.
And how exactly do we do? And Jace is pretty much still, without making zero eye contact, just looking in his book, so still scribbling, just says it out loud.
Says what out loud?
And how exactly do we do this?
I mean, I think we're kind of in a situation where we're going to have to wait for them to strike first again. And then you'll have to take down the monster, or the general that comes with them, before they have a chance to run away. You just make sure you get that teleporter.
Look. Alright, I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to just say it out loud. We did not do so hot. Okay, so obviously there's something we gotta figure out, we gotta fix. We need to make sure that whenever this next time comes around, we're ready and we're prepared.
I mean, I wouldn't say you guys did bad for your first actual outing. You went up against one of the top three of his generals, so the fact that only one of you came back semi-paralyzed it's a feat. You guys, it's going to be a learning experience. You got to adjust to your powers, figure out how you best work as a team,
and lay some more puns.
And maybe, I don't know, don't break anything, because I don't want to have to do the paperwork. I don't want to file those reports.
But I mean, like, your Galaga machine's already broken. I feel like that's a report that needs to be taken care of.
Top tier.
Can we?
World crisis is here. Galaga is here.
And
we're on two different levels.
You're absolutely positive that he didn't steal his coin.
What coin? Oh,
we're pretty sure.
Coin that turns me orange.
I gotta ask, what's your GPA?
What's up?
I mean, you could look at that as either grade point average, or you could be a smartass and give him your Galaga point average.
The Galaga player. About 5,350.
All right, we're done here.
Anyways, something needs to be done.
Yes.
Like, yes, it was our first time with the big bad, but the fact still stands. He got away, and people got taken.
Yeah, but I mean,
Take me away.
isn't it normal for people to just go missing on Earth all the time anyway?
I mean, yeah, sure, but the point is that we were there and we could have done something to prevent for said thing to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys have literally television upon television shows about this. Unsolved Mysteries, X-Files. Like, this just gives people something to make money off of.
But that's not the point. The point is that regardless of the money, regardless of the television, the spotlight, the point is we could have done something and we failed.
Again, I wouldn't say you failed. You saved people. You saved plenty of people. You just didn't save everybody. And you can't constantly have that mindset that you can save everybody, because the second that you're not able to, then you're defeated.
Says the desk jockey.
Look, what happened on Mars stays on Mars, okay?
Oh, damn! Jason does not say that out loud. That's all internal monologue, by the way.
Wait, you've been to Mars?
Oh, like I said, we don't need to talk about... I mean, you guys all know that there's that face on Mars, right?
What?
What? You
Like
know.
Lennon?
No, like there's an actual face on Mars that they say that
Yes,
you can see.
I'm very familiar. Yes. What about the face on Mars?
Yeah, let's just say that the civilization that built that ran into some problems.
What's he talking about? A face?
So a few years ago, there was this essentially big thing that someone, I can't remember the name of the person, but they found essentially what resembled a face on the surface of Mars. So it was a huge, big news thing. Some people thought maybe it could be another life, a civilization. It was a whole uproar. But if you were to Google, which I just realized, we are no longer in our timeline and we can't freaking just use Google because it doesn't freaking exist.
Oh, that looks terrifying. Okay.
It's just Vance is just doing an internal processing.
Oh, I'm picturing it right now. It's
Yeah.
like the Walmart smiley face that would like come around in the 1990s commercials. And just like,
Sure, we'll go with that.
that's a low price.
Sure. Yeah. Anyways. Is there some kind of training room here?
Yeah, there's some. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it the danger room for copyright purposes, but there is one downstairs where you can train.
Would you say it's a danger zone?
We can't use that term either.
Is there a proverbial road to said danger room or some kind of equivalent to that?
Yeah, just you got to be careful. Tom Cruise is very litigious.
Got it.
So he
Banned
pushes.
right there for saying that.
I'm sure there's a Twitch admin going, and TPK banned.
He talk shit about Tom Cruise.
And so Locke goes over and he hits some keys on the cash register, and the wall slides open so you guys can head down to the command center.
Okay. Take my book. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna clear my head. And Jason grabs his stuff, book, pen, and heads down.
All right, you guys gonna follow him?
I reckon, since I can't train my hand-eye coordination with some Galaga, damn thing's broken. Go downstairs.
All right, so downstairs you see the Lieutenant Bob Ross, frantically running between a couple different consoles. He's typing things in. He's reading printouts and making notes on another piece of paper. It looks like he's got a couple abacuses scattered around where he's just like flinging the beads back and forth. Martyr, you don't know what an abacus is, do you?
No. Is that like the little flip thing that you have of index cards?
That's a Rolodex.
No.
That's a Rolodex. I know what a Rolodex is now, though. You can't take that from me. Also know a hole punch.
See, Mom? And you said
No.
watching TV, I wouldn't learn anything. Joke's on you.
I need to watch more PBS.
That's what we're getting from this. We need to watch more.
I had to ask because Martyr just had this like blank face. He
I
was
was
just
like, what the fuck is he talking about? He goes, the beads. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. It's the little math thingy that they would like have, and it's like the ones I play with have colorful beads, and I go choop 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 choop.
Yep, there you go.
I never knew what that was for.
For counting and doing calculations back in like ancient Greece.
Yeah.
But you got tally marks for that.
No, the ancient Greeks didn't make tally marks.
I mean, like, that's so much easier to
We
make.
interrupt this Henshin-A-Go-Go Power Ranger-esque storyline to go down a line of history for you.
Alright, so downstairs you can see a couple doors. One of them may not lead to the training room.
May or may not.
Yeah, the generic training room. Down here you have a chance to interact with Bob Ross. You can ask him some questions if you want, but he does look like he's pretty busy, so he may not be paying entirely too much attention. Locke follows shortly down behind you, and he kind of points towards the door where you guys can go train. And then he points to the other door, and he says that door is locked, and you most likely will never be able to get inside there.
Eyes are locked.
Now, are you saying that because, like, we won't have the authorization to go in there, or you don't know how to open up this door and nobody's been able to figure it out, so, like, we just don't even talk about the door kind of thing?
I haven't even seen the lieutenant go in that door in the time that we've been here, and we've been here since 1965.
Since
Yikes.
the war? Or, no, wait, that's World War II, right? 65 is the end of World War II, ain't it?
Ooh. Okay.
No.
I put my hand on Vance and I go, Vance, we
60.
need.
Is that the Cold War?
We're gonna need.
No, wait, 1980 is still Cold War, ain't it? Does Berlin still have a wall?
We're gonna need to go. We're gonna need to do some history lessons. Anyways, you were
All right.
saying.
So, like I said, I've never been in there. I'm not entirely sure what's in there, and I've never seen the lieutenant go in there. It's very possible all of our bases all around the galaxies have these rooms where the power crystals are kept. These are kind of the crystals that help charge your coins. And that's probably why nobody can get into that room, because tampering with those crystals could really screw up your powers. It could screw up a lot of things. And
You're
if those
saying-
crystals are
Sorry,
damaged, the energy released could blow up an entire planet.
Oh, shit.
But you're saying that
You
room
want that to
charges our what is it called again? Sorry.
The coins.
The coins.
Your coin.
Charges the coins. So at what point will we know if the coins need to be charged?
Look, as long as those crystals are in there and they're not being messed with, you'll never need to worry about charging the coin.
Okay, so it's like a wireless Bluetooth-esque charging.
Wireless what?
Give it like 20 years. Never mind.
Bluetooth. It's like what you use with your flip phone to get like the cool ringtones that were going around your school at the time. A lot of them were the stupid ones that are like, "Help! I'm stuck in your pocket," or "You just got a text message."
Flip phone?
Yeah, a razor. Hello, Moto.
You're making my head hurt.
You wait like 15, 20 years. So you'll
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
Don't worry about it.
I know something that you don't know.
Yeah, and it's clearly not when World War II ended.
Oh, burn!
No.
So much burn.
1945, assholes. 65 was Vietnam.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
So, where's this training room you're talking about?
Again, if you go through here, and he kind of leads you over to the door, the training room will be in here. There will be a console where you can pull up kind of the level of training. You know, we have it set on Earth in terms that you guys can understand. So you have easy, normal, hard, extra hard, and Street Fighter 2 edition.
Shit, Cass, we don't want to mess with that one.
Okay. And where's the lieutenant now?
The lieutenant, he's still running back and forth between the consoles. He's like taking readings. You notice that a lot of the consoles he's looking at are kind of like, it looks almost like they're measuring like seismographical data. A couple of them have some star charts up on them. Another one looks like it's, you know, kind of like monitoring the weather. It's almost like he's trying to like kind of like pinpoint a certain like, I don't know, occurrence, like time or date occurrence, just by looking at all of these different like star patterns and things.
You got a farmer's almanac too? Gotta know when you gotta plant those taters.
No,
Get them good.
I'm pretty sure that only Kentucky buys those, Martyr.
Nobody else buys almanacs. We still have those. The almanac.
As someone who's going to be going to Kentucky for 2 weeks, I will do some research on that, and I will ask around and see if people buy almanacs. So don't you worry. In 3 weeks, I'll come back with a full report. All right. I'm gonna head up to. These words are coming out of my mouth. I'm gonna head up to Bob Ross, and I'm going to pretty much ask him if he needs help. Like, is there anything we can do? Is there anything I can do to help out in any way, shape, or form?
As of right now, I don't have anything for you. I haven't picked up anything from the Empire on the ratings on you know the viewing sphere. So I would say that right now I would just stay on your toes, be ready, because anything could happen at any time. Maybe get some training in. Definitely get some rest, because this is going to be a very long, tiring process trying to get you guys home.
Okay. Well, if you need help with anything, you know, well, clearly it looks like you are using. You have a bunch of different instruments here. I'm going to go on a whim and say that you are trying to find some kind of pattern to pinpoint the predictability of them showing up, or some kind of specific occurrence using your star charts there. And
you notice that some of the computers that he's using are ZX Spectrums and Commodore 64s.
Huh.
So it's not like it's alien tech or like advanced tech. He's using like old school computers from the 80s. Like,
okay. So I'm gonna pull out my TI-84 calculator and be like, I have some experience with this kind of technology. I am more than happy to lend my services. You look really frantic going back and forth. Maybe I can, maybe look at the star chart or the seismic activity device instrument. I can maybe help you out.
He's gonna look at it. He's gonna take it from your hand. He's gonna look at it. He's turning it around, and he's just marveling. He's like, "What is
Be
this?"
careful with that, though. That is a calculator.
He reaches into his back pocket, like he kind of like pushes his cloak aside, reaches into his back pocket, and he pulls out like an old 80s calculator, and he's like, no, this is a calculator.
Okay, so let's back up. This is a calculator from our time, which Mars, cannot remember what time us, Vance, and crew is actually from. I think we said 2018, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's 2020 where you guys are from.
2020? Okay, it's 2020. So this is actually a calculator from our time, the year 2020. And actually, that's fairly almost standard, a little bit more advanced, not top tier. But as far as like schools and stuff, that's pretty much...
Say a little bit more advanced?
A little bit.
That thing can do fractions!
I mean, yeah. But, I mean, if you want to do like calculus and stuff, it's good. It's a good calculator. They're definitely... If you want like college level, you know, it's good for high school, college level.
And who made this calculator? Where did this calculator come from?
Earth.
I made it. Patented. We'll put my name on it, right?
Just need to put that into notes.
No, he didn't.
Claims to have created the TI calculator. All right, that may or may not have.
Potential consequences.
The consequences in the future.
So this is like a telltale game when you do make an action and then in the comment it's like so and so will remember that. That's what just happened right now.
I'm about to get rich, guys. We're gonna go back into the future and I'm gonna be a billionaire. With a calculator that can do fractions. I don't know how to use the calculator. I know how to make it do fractions.
It can chart graphs and can
square.
do complicated equations, not just fractions.
Yes.
I hit the square button.
If you implement an X and Y axis, it can give you essentially a chart, and I'll show them like, you know, the second and then graph and give them the, you know, all that stuff, and I'll show them that.
Let me tell you how I use a calculator. I go 2 times 2, then I press equal, then I press equal, and then I go equal to see like how the number just keeps going bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm just like equal. And that's it.
So what my friend here is trying to show is
really is a simpleton, isn't he?
Who is he asking? Is he talking to Zarko or is he talking to me?
He's talking to you.
I invented this thing.
I wouldn't say he's a simpleton. He is kind of... He gets easily distracted.
8008.
Oh, he has ADHD.
No, that's me. Hi.
No.
He's just easily impressed.
I mean, we could cure that for him, you know, with a stay in the infirmary. It's just a couple of shots.
Shots?
What? I do not have this ADHD, and I don't trust your backwards medicines.
Our backwards medicine? I'm from
you guys probably freaking prescribe freaking woodpeckers to bite out freaking all the stuff growing infections. And
Sir. First off, how dare you talk to your, what do they call that, ranking officer in that manner?
Superior
Second
officer.
Off, we are very much more advanced than this backwater planet where they used leeches as a cure. I'm pretty sure they still do use leeches as a cure.
Leeches are still used.
I would be very fascinated to see, as far as technology-wise, what your shots contain, what kind of...
Wow.
Yes,
I'm fascinated in that. That's backwards.
chemical.
That's backwards in the technology thing.
So,
Right.
for treating ADHD, we have a shot that injects nanites. Those nanites would then reprogram the chemical imbalance, causing him to level out and not be so distracted easily.
Okay. Oh, nanites. Huh, interesting.
What is a nanite? Nanite? Nanite. Nanos. Of nights.
Think like really tiny microscopic robots. So anyways, so they alter the electrical chemical signals throughout the body, or specifically the brain?
In this case, it would be the brain. They affect the brain.
Wow,
We can
that's
program
awesome.
for other things, advanced healing. There's a fine line. We can use them with you guys because you have your ranger coins, but we're not allowed to use them on civilians. There's some treaties and other laws that were put in place by the big old galactic council. They don't feel that Earth is really ready for this kind of thing yet, so we have to tread lightly.
Earth isn't ready to pay attention, so we're not gonna get them the cure to ADHD.
I mean,
so HD is
my
like
friend does bring
right?
up a very good point. Would you say?
I said the HD stands for high definition, right?
No.
Ooh.
Listen.
All right. Let's add some biology into the history lesson.
I'm a prominent figure of the FFA club. I am not a doctor. Okay.
I
am not.
The free for all. What is the free for all club?
FFA.
Yeah, but what do you guys do? Is it
The
like a
future,
fight club?
It's future farmers of America.
Wait, you have a club for farmers?
Yeah, future farmers. It's also ag club, and FFA. But we would make fun of them sometimes, but it's not stream appropriate of what we would actually call them. So, future farmers of America. That's what I'm a part of. I'm not a doctor. I'm not in chess club. I'm not an art student. So,
Locke, can you take him to do something else while I speak with Jace about
I can
this
deliver
calculator?
pizzas. I am ready to clock in and make some money.
I'm ready to do some work. Damn it!
You promised me $7.25 an hour.
With that, you hear the phone ringing upstairs. It could be people ordering pizza. You're not sure. Are you gonna go answer the phones?
What's the name of this pizza place?
I don't know. Make one up.
Joe Mama's Pizza.
Sure. So if you're gonna go upstairs with
answer the phone. Joe Mama's Pizza. How may I help you?
Yeah. So he's upstairs answering the phones with Locke. Zarka and Jace are still downstairs with Bob Ross. They have the option of going to the training room. You can leave the calculator with Bob Ross and he'll analyze it. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, if you feel like you very much just don't need our help, I mean, I'll go ahead and leave this calculator for you. And I mean, Zarka, do you have any questions? Should we train? I know I want to train. I got a lot in my head. I want to figure some shit out. So, but I mean, if you want to do something else, you're more than welcome to do so.
I have a bunch of questions that I wanted to ask, but if you're busy, then Locke's also busy. So, like...
Yes, right now, busy. Locke's got orders to take, paperwork to fill out. I'm sure he's told you all about his misadventures.
He was actually very vague on that. All he said it was something to do about the face of Mars.
Yeah, so the reason why Locke is on desk duty until further notice is he approached a more primitive culture. They were not as advanced, and they saw his morphing as him being a god. They started a cult, and ultimately wiped themselves out, infighting over who would win his favor. The face on Mars was left there, and it was actually supposed to be his face for a statue that one of the groups was building.
Huh.
Wow.
That's not Saturday morning cartoons acceptable.
I'm starting to get a feel like with these ranger powers, people do more harm than good. I don't know.
They can if they're not regulated properly, yes. there's a reason why we started, a police force. We have been tasked with making sure people behave and that the power doesn't get abused.
So, never mind. I have so many questions, but you're busy. I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. We can discuss maybe more later. At a time less or more convenient for you.
Fair enough. I'm not sure when I'll get any real break from this, but yes, when I have time, we can definitely sit down and discuss.
Okay.
What are you actually looking for?
I am looking for a rip or a ripple in the space-time continuum that we can use to try to send you guys home.
Oh, so this was one of the questions that I had. Do you know how to read the language that the insectoids, the mantis people, use?
I know how to read some. I know some of their slang, but I don't fully know how to decipher their language, no.
Would it help if you saw some of what we saw while we were in their base in our time?
I mean, I could take a look at it. I'm not 100% sure that I'd be able to translate anything directly. Like I said, most of what I know is slang. I could teach you some Mantis Empire gang signs if you'd like.
That's what I was saying. He speaks that gangsta mantis.
But I'm not 100% sure on their language.
Okay, well, I spent a while last night trying to get it out of my system, and she just opens up her sketchbook and is just flipping page after page, and it's
Hey, look at
pretty
this.
much
Look at this.
Well, just essentially showing that that's just essentially to show she has pretty much recreated visually everything that they saw while they were in that base, including the monitors and a lot of what was written on it that they saw.
So he'll take those from you and he'll start like putting them up on a board where he can like look at them. Yeah, this is rather helpful because I can kind of see the consoles they were using. I can try to see what languages they might have had here, and then we can see if we can't use this to possibly figure out how you got sent here and how to send you guys back. Hopefully, without altering the timelines too much. I know running around with this TI calculator could have ramifications.
Yeah, which is why I'm handing it over to you.
But we'll get you guys home. We'll get this figured out. As of right now, though, it's just a matter of tracking down that ripple in space-time.
Very well. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of how this calculator works, and I think it'll do you more good here with you than it would out in the field with me. So, and I just spent like 3 minutes just like do this to this function, does this and this and that and that and that.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Jace. So like I said, you guys, you're employed here. I don't really know how much work gets done. I don't think we get all that many orders. Locke complains about, all of the people coming in, but I never see too many people come in. Then again, I never go upstairs, so...
You ain't gonna see shit if you don't go upstairs.
Is this where you cut to Vance and it's like, Yo Mom's Pizza, thank you for holding or calling.
Oh yeah, no, like
Yo Mom's Pizza, thank you for calling.
Vance is like wrapped up in like receipt printer paper from just putting in orders back to back.
Gotta get that hand tossed pepperoni.
For a small town, your guys' town is very pizza hungry.
Heck yeah, that's more money.
So typically, what I would do is help out, but seeing as I don't know what's going on, And from that explanation, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go train.
Okay.
So I say, all right, cool. I need to get some stuff worked out of my system. I'm just incredibly annoyed, I guess. I don't know. Just
Oh, he's
whatever.
gonna do that
Peace.
footloose training.
yeah,
He can do some dancing and
that's
banging on
right.
the wall.
Punch dancing?
Punch dancing.
After I fight dance my rage out.
All right, Zarka, are you gonna go with him?
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Nobody's
I
concerned
need
about
to
the
figure.
pizza business.
Poor Vance.
Yeah, Vance is the only one worried about pizzas.
Everybody loves pizza.
I mean,
We'll make the people happy while we're here.
Watch
make the
Vance.
people happy.
Vance is going to put in so much work and effort and time and just make Yo Mama's Pizza the best pizza that in 20 years from now there's a multi-million dollar company that he runs called Yo Mama's Pizza.
It won't be
Joe
close.
Mama's!
Joe Mama's Pizza. There, that's right. There you go.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. So inside of the training area, you come into a room, and it's almost like it's like a huge domed room. There's panels all over the walls, like hexagonal panels, and they just kind of like form this dome around you. And then the panels on the floor. And then in the middle is just this console, and that console has the difficulty levels of the training that you can choose.
Okay. All right. Easy, normal, hard, Street Fighter. What are we thinking?
I mean, maybe normal. So that it gives us an idea of where we're at.
That's good.
I mean, we actually fought people, so
I think normal is a good start point. I think easy might be too, well, easy.
So as you hit normal on the pad, the console slides into the ground, and it's another one of those hexagonal pieces. And then just all around you, holograms of Bob Ross just pop up. You're just surrounded.
Oh my god!
It's froze everywhere. A couple of them are holding blasters. A couple of them are holding, power swords, kind of like your guys' weapons. They're all in different colored armor, and you just hear in the background, Lieutenant Parade engaged, and the combat starts.
Okay. All right. I morph into my suit and I start kicking ass.
Back upstairs, so they're down there in the training simulator, fighting against an army of Bob Rosses. Yeah, back upstairs. The doors open to the restaurant, and a group of people walk in, and you can tell that the way that they're walking is very familiar. Like you've seen the way that they're walking before. It's almost like they're not familiar with their own skin. They're not familiar being humans. And they slowly make their way up to the counter. You can kind of see them twitching underneath.
All right. So I noticed this, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna react. It's an attack, and I'm gonna dough them. Just throw some dough, dome in the face, and I'm gonna try to bring them down. Jump over the countertop. Nobody messes with your mama's pizza.
Wait, do you have an apron on? And do you have to take off the apron?
Yeah. Take off the apron. You don't take it off. I don't.
You gotta
get my
keep ass
clothes
on.
messy. There's a reason for the apron.
meanwhile, Locke is just like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah. Locke is just yelling at you that you're gonna get stuck on desk duty. That you need to calm down.
These people are imposters.
Someone
Get
say
down,
they're
son.
an impasta.
Congratulations, you just gave away your identity.
Yeah, way to go. This is supposed to be a secret base, jackass.
Well, they don't know. They got ears full of dough.
So as you're doing this, you're throwing dough and launching yourself at these imposters that have walked in. You hear explosions outside. The building starts to shake. Dust kind of falls from the ceiling. You guys in the training room feel the seismic activity as well. You don't really hear the explosions because of all the training going on around you. But you're led to believe that there's something going on outside. Vance may know more, but Vance is upstairs. You'll have to get to him as he's throwing a tantrum and freaking out. And the lieutenant doesn't really react. He's just kind of running back and forth still.
All right. So I'm just gonna look at Zarka and be like, we should probably check that out. Also, the fact I feel like I'm worried about Vance because I don't know where he's at. So I really hope that wasn't him.
I mean, it could have been. Vance is more than capable of causing an explosion.
Yeah, we should probably make sure that he didn't get into trouble.
All right. I'm just like simulation over, whatever it is I need to do. I'm just gonna like end, terminate, end simulation.
So all the Bob Rosses disappear. The doors open so that you can leave the danger room.
All right. Cool. I just start cheesing it.
Cheesing it.
Cheesing it.
Cheesing it. I got a mozzarella stick up in there. Going Swiss.
You've never heard of that phrase?
See, my knowledge of the term cheesing it comes from South Park, and what they did when they were cheesing it is definitely not stream appropriate.
It's definitely not, and
like,
it's not running.
Cheese it, like get out of there, like just like run.
Like when you call somebody a cheeser, it's because they're like doing some cheesy stuff.
No,
not like wow, he's fast. What a cheese.
No, like yeah, like cheese it, like run. Like never mind. Anyways,
he's cheesing it.
Going. Do we take the suits off? Do we take those off before we...
yeah, we should definitely take the suits off. We don't want to just come out of the building and wear the suits. So I'm gonna disengage the suit.
All right. So are you actually going outside, or are you just going upstairs?
Well, we're going upstairs to. Well, yeah.
We have to go upstairs to get outside, right?
Right, but you either stop on your way outside, or you just run straight for the outside.
Well, let's stop once we get upstairs and figure out where the hell Vance is. In my mind, if we find Vance, we find whatever caused the shaking.
Okay. So as you run upstairs, you see Vance finishing off a group of these mantis people with a pizza cutter and some dough.
Wait, is he in a suit? Is he like suited up?
Yeah,
No,
he's suited up.
Am I?
Yeah, as you launched yourself to attack these imposters, your suit reacted.
Oh wait, the suit can react or subconsciously?
Yep.
I don't know how to use it properly, so yeah. Shut up.
Probably a good thing.
Well, I mean, this random...
Before you say anything, I realized as I'm stuffing these people's faces with dough, I could have handled the situation a little bit better.
Yeah, you could have.
Side note, explosions are coming from outside, not in here.
Okay. Do you want to maybe stop shoving that dough in that person's mouth and help them get up? Is there a reason why you're doing that?
They're fake people.
And you have evidence of this? How?
They walk funny.
Oh, dear God.
Like I said, I could have handled the situation a little bit better.
Again,
I was like,
Locke is
coming in, they're shuffling. I'm like, is it a zombie? Is it a mantis person? I was like, they're not real. Can't be. Dope.
Oh my God.
As you're having this conversation, the people that Vance was attacking just kind of melt into the ground. They just kind of like evaporate.
Well, that's just concerning.
Just step away for a second.
It must have been the yeast in the dough. See, that's not real. That's not a real human.
I don't think that's what yeast does, my friend.
Glad.
You don't know what yeast does.
It
raises the bread. Yeah, like. But now they got infections of the yeast kind.
All right then. You guys gonna head outside or?
I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah,
I don't know what y'all are doing, but I was going outside.
I'm going outside.
They run outside, so I follow them. Wait! Pizza cutter in hand.
Pizza cutter.
Apron flowing in the wind.
So as you get outside, you see what's causing the explosions. There's a group of about 10 of the little mantis minions running around, blowing up cars, terrorizing people coming in and out of the park. And then leading them, you see, looks like a giant ladybug.
Ladybug.
I got one large order here of whoop ass who wants a slice.
Yeah, they don't react.
Okay.
I say it louder. I got one large order here of whoop ass who wants a slice. No, that's me.
Okay, so what's actually causing the explosions? I think
The mantises are like blowing up cars. They're cutting into power lines. Yeah, they're attacking people. They're running in and out of the park, trying to get away.
Okay, is there an alley somewhere?
There's the alley right next to the pizza place.
All right.
There's also, the pizza place you just ran out of.
Well, we don't. That's just too obvious. We don't want to.
I was gonna say, like.
Yeah. All right, alley, go, and just like go to the alley. Transform. I mean, that's probably trademarked or copyright. I mean, I changed to whatever I needed, whatever non-copyrighted Power Ranger term.
Copyrighted term. I think you can use the term.
Henshin-A-Go-Go.
Transform. I think that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, the worst is Hasbro's gonna smack us with that. Don't use that word.
So I'm just gonna like pop in the alley, transform, and then look at Zarka and Vance. I'm like, what are you guys waiting for? Let's do this.
Yeah. Because unlike this pizza, I can't be topped.
Oh my god. Oh,
what happens when you leave me alone?
It hurts.
It hurts. But it hurts so good.
Is this stream PG-13?
I mean, I can go harder if I need to.
You really don't need to.
I don't really need to do a...
Okay, is it the same as last time? Are they concocting people and dragging them off somewhere?
No, this time they're just causing general chaos. They're just swiping at people.
Messing with everything.
Yeah.
Assholes to be assholes.
It's almost like they're out to kill.
Ooh, that's not good. That's even... Yeah. Alright, yeah, so I'm just gonna go. Let's do this.
Alright. So, we'll start... I guess we'll start with you. Go ahead and...
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to... Okay, well, I guess transforming when danger appears is a heavy turn, so would that be my turn? Or...
No, you can still go.
Okay, cool. Which I didn't realize transforming takes a token, so I gotta make sure I mark that in my handy note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Well, I can't do that. I'm going to create a tool for the job. So the proper tool. So I'm going to real quick, using whatever I can find, I'm going to essentially grab a like a piece of metal that essentially I can make as like a sharp, just like as a blade essentially. um and I'm going to real quick. All right, hear me out. It's a bit of a stretch. I'm going to attach it to the whip that I have.
Okay.
So essentially, it's going to cause extra damage. Is essentially what's going to happen. So I'm just going to grab it, tie it or whatever's going to do, and then take out the whip and start freaking slicing most up.
Okay. So you're able to slice and push your way through about 3 of them. There's still 7 running around. And then we'll go to Vance.
I'm going to remind the squad of normal everyday fun. Hey guys, remember when we could have ditched class and went outside, but we went to the principal instead? We got a free pass to play hooky. That's all I'm saying. And now we're superheroes. Super police
police.
And I have a pizza cutter in my hand.
Still have the pizza cutter in your hand.
Still have the pizza cutter in my hand.
He's dual wielding the pizza cutter and the axe.
Gonna serve up.
Serving up some justice and a slice of pizza.
You all take a 2 token penalty for serving up some justice.
Oh man. It's like, I don't know how to use that. Like, that's a regular turn, is remind the squad of normal everyday.
That's probably out of combat. That's probably an out of combat turn.
I mean, it works. You can just be like, guys, remember
that one
this?
time in
You know how we're
camp?
fighting right now, but remember back then when we could have not been fighting because we could have played hooky.
Yeah, but now we're helping people, so...
In 1980.
Yes. And your point?
Are you saying people from 1980 aren't worth helping?
No, I'm saying that it doesn't matter. It's like, because it's already happened. There already happened, people.
All right, so you've got Jace just out there trying to fight and mow down some of these mantis. We've got Vance reminding everybody of, when you could have gone home or anywhere but the principal's office. Zarka, what are you going to do?
So we've got 7 people. Does that include the ladybug or?
Nope, Ladybug's her own person.
Okay. Is it another person in a suit or is it an actual monster?
It's another person. It looks like she's got a big shell on her back that's like a ladybug-like shell. But the rest of her armor looks kind of like your guys's.
Okay. We said her, so now I'm suspicious, but... but,
But this is our chance to steal the teleporter.
We don't know if there's a teleporter. But, we're gonna take a second to draw something up, and that is going to be...
Gatling gun.
No. I am literally going to make a giant butterfly net, and I'm going to catch this person.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Okay.
That's actually really great.
It's going to be reinforced. The netting is actually very slim. It's not big enough for somebody to get through, and it'll be more like a wire mesh, like a thick steel wire.
Okay.
Than like cloth or something. And like, I'm gonna try to catch this person in the net. She's a bug. She's got to get caught in the net.
All right. So as you get her in the net, you notice that she does have a teleporter built into the armor on her arm.
Okay.
All right, and we'll roll back to Jace.
Okay. So I am going to... So question, if I pinpoint an adversary's weakness, is that me and doing the analysis? Like I analyze their weakness and then I tell them, or is that a separate move?
So you can analyze and keep it to yourself, or you can analyze and tell them. That's up to you.
Okay. So I will now that I see Zarka with the giant bug net. I will take a quick moment and analyze the ladybug lady. And I want to know her weaknesses.
So you take a look at her, and she looks, kind of like a henshin like you guys. Her armor is decorated. It looks like she might be a ladybug. She's got the giant shell on her back. You can't really tell any weakness from the slim form, the more human form, but there could be a weakness under the shell. You haven't seen the shell open yet, so you're not sure.
Okay. All right. Cool. I will keep that to myself for right now, because I don't want to just start yelling. And that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay. We're back to Vance.
All right. I am going to. Display an improvised fighting technique with my pizza cutter.
Okay.
And axe. I don't know exactly how I'm improvising
Ninja Star.
Are you going after the mantises, or are you trying to go after the ladybug?
Mantises. I will be taking on some mantises.
Okay.
All these freaking insects are really starting to bug me. Bow down, bitches.
All right, so you are able to take out 3 of them. There's still 4 running into the park, terrorizing people. And then we move back to Zarka.
Ladybug Lady's not going to do anything?
Not at the moment. She's still trying to figure out, kind of like get a bearing on things, on what's going on. She was taken aback by being caught in a giant net, so...
So I am going to let Vance and Jason know that she does have the teleporter. It's built into her suit.
Okay. You guys gonna react to that at all?
She's gonna what?
She lets you guys know that that this villain has the teleporter built into her armor.
So we strip her?
I mean, we have to get it off of her armor at least. But that would mean we'd have to prioritize dealing with her before she actually uses it.
Yeah. Question: how far? What is the distance between me and how high the ladybug lady is flying?
She's not flying. She's
the same when.
She's caught in the net.
Oh, she's caught in the net. Sorry.
I mean, maybe 20 feet away from you.
Okay. All right. Is it my turn, or this is a reaction, right?
Yeah, this is how you react to Zarka shouting that information to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna. My reaction would just be like, okay, hold her down, make sure she doesn't escape, and remove the teleporter.
I will do my best.
Yeah.
So as you guys are discussing that, you hear kind of like a rumbling or like a buzzing. It starts really low, but it's starting to get kind of louder, and it's very concussive. You can kind of like almost like see the sound waves. Like in like cartoons and stuff, like you can see how they like see the sound waves like kind of like intertwine or whatever. It's almost like you guys can see the sound waves as the sound just starts to get louder and louder, and her shell rips the net, and a shockwave of sound just tears down the street.
Oh, no.
Holy crap. Okay.
I didn't do my best, guys.
That is unbelievable.
She's not a bee.
She's a bug. It counts. Not very much of a lady, is she? It's unladylike behavior.
So she moves rather quickly. She kind of like dashes back away from Zarka and a little bit further away from Vance and Jace. And then she turns around and you guys hear that sound again. And it's almost like it takes her a minute, like she has to charge it up. And then the wings like split open and you just see the street in front of you basically just like disintegrated. Like this shockwave just ripples down the street.
Holy shit.
Okay. All right. So whose turn is it?
Whoever wants to take the reaction first.
Okay. Now that was the shell open now?
Yeah. So the shell opened. You can see her wings.
Okay.
I mean, they look rather fragile. Like ladybug's wings. But you can see that trying to get close to them is probably going to be difficult because of the fact that they shoot these powerful concussive blasts.
Okay. So would you say the weakness is the wings then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to back up to where Zarka and Vance are. So like kind of like a regroup type thing. And I'm just gonna like whisper to them, like so she can't hear. It's like, all right, so her weakness is the wings. So we gotta figure out some way to make sure that we can hit the wings without getting in front of that blast. I'm thinking if we can try to distract her, and I can maybe with the blade whip, I can maybe hit her if one of you guys or both of you guys can distract her. You just gotta make sure you're not in the way of that blast because you will get destroyed.
Got it. Distractor, wings or weaknesses. I am gonna rush her.
Oh God.
I'm gonna like try to bull rush her and try to like pretty much pick her up and slam her down on the ground. Like
so you're just rushing at her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're charging towards her, she shoots off another one of those blasts, and it shatters your part of your helmet from where you're caught in it. It tears up your armor. You're thrown back, knocked off of your feet. You're kind of dazed because the sound blast was so concussive. You basically, it's like, again, like a cartoon, you see little birds floating around your head.
Yeah, just as I planned.
Right. Remember when I said don't get in front of her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Zarka, any ideas?
Zarga is already drawing, and essentially what it is going to be is like a sound cannon, essentially. So
Oh, dope.
we're gonna fire that back whenever she goes to. She'll just say, I'm gonna try to use this and counter her.
Oh, I have an idea.
So
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, it's not my turn. I just got super excited.
So we've got the sound cannon.
Okay, sound cannon is activated. Okay, I'm going to distract her and have her focus at me. And what I want to do is I want to use technology to essentially figure out the frequency of her blast. So then I can tell Zarka to match said frequency, and those frequency will cancel out.
You're really gonna make me have to look this up, aren't you?
Oh, science rules, baby! Fucking love science. I don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure if a frequency is the same, if two wave frequencies are the same, when they come together, nothing happens. They cancel each other out.
Why wouldn't they just make one big frequency?
Wait, maybe I'm thinking of frequencies
you
as
would
far
have
as
to run an
vibrations.
inverted one.
You would have to do an inverted frequency for sound.
Well,
but
Mars doesn't know this, but Jason for sure knows how the frequencies work. And I'm 90% sure I'm like, Mars is like 80 to 90% sure that's how that works.
Because I was like just thinking about like if you throw a rock over here in this puddle and then a rock over here, it's not like the waves cancel each other out. It's just more of a wave.
Right, but so using that analogy, there's a middle point in those two ripples that they don't cancel out and they stop, but it kind of passes each other almost. So it cancels out the frequency. So kind of like, so you know how everything has essentially a vibration? There's a certain frequency, right? Every item, everything has a frequency, right? Because atoms vibrate, right? That's how they do.
Welcome to string theory, everybody.
I was gonna say I don't.
So my idea was essentially going to be that one, we could either try to cancel it out or time it to where before the shell closes again, try to hit her with it.
I like both those plans.
So essentially, you got to look at it this way: the frequency of sound that can shatter glass is 556 hertz.
Okay.
She's shooting off a blast that is so concussive that it literally disintegrated the street in front of you. Like, it just tore through. So we're going to say that's probably like, I don't know,
way higher
2,500 hertz.
Okay.
That's my best guesstimate on that.
Okay. So, all right, so that's gonna be my plan. Is just trying to figure out 2,500 hertz. All right, that's all I need to know, and that is my turn.
Okay, Vance is still reeling from
on the ground.
I mean, it only takes 7 hertz to destroy internal organs. So Vance is pretty lucky that he was wearing the armor, but he most likely has a concussion or 12.
Or 12.
Oh god!
Which is about as many tokens we have.
So, yeah, that's gonna be absolutely with it when everybody's watching.
Yup.
And that's my turn.
Alright, so we're back to Zarka with her sound cannon.
Dude, fired that bad boy off.
Yes, so
right in her freaking chest.
So she's preparing to launch another blast at you guys.
Okay. Then pretty much as soon as her wings open up, we'll fire back.
All right, so she opens the wings. She shoots the blast towards you. Now, does the sound cannon absorb the sound and shoot it back, or how does that work?
Magic.
We can let it work like that. I was thinking more like it also produces sound, but I'm realizing that might be very destructive. So,
I mean, we could have two blasts of sound at 2,500 hertz smack each other with Vince still sitting right there.
Let's not
It's
do
gonna
that.
open
we'll
up a
just
black hole.
We'll just absorb it and shoot it back.
Okay. So it hits so as this concussive blast hits her, it just shreds the wings. It shreds through the shell. Her armor starts to crack and break, and she falls to her knees, and the teleporter falls off of her arm.
Okay. So is it my turn now, or is it her turn?
It's all three of you can react to this.
Okay.
Stumble into the feet. Ah!
Get
it!
All right. I'm gonna try to. So I'm gonna run up to Vance, and I'm gonna use the whip and like Indiana Jones that shit. Grab the teleporter, whip it back.
Okay.
And then Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try. Well, ultimately, my intern. Yeah, I'm gonna
whipping
catch
it back behind you.
No, even better. I'm gonna whip it back behind me. No. I'm gonna catch it. No, I don't want to fuck with this. I'm gonna whip it. So whip it good, and I'm gonna catch it.
Good.
Whip it good.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. So whether you want this in the next turn, or I don't know if you'll allow, GM, but I'm gonna now start pulling Vance like away and like try to figure out what we can do to heal him because he is probably hurting pretty bad.
I mean, you'll probably need to take him down to the to the nanites.
Hey, bud, remember when you didn't want to see the infirmary room? Well, guess what? Now you don't have a choice.
Ladybugs.
The birds are actually just little ladybugs flying around it.
Some birds are ladybugs.
Oh.
All right, so
Did we win?
as you grab and
Oh
snatch
yes, buddy, we totally won.
the
Yep.
teleporter, and you're talking to Vance about going to see the nice people, the nice nanites down in the flashes of light start to pick up, and she's gone, the mantises are gone, you're just kind of left standing in the destruction.
Okay. Zarka, can you make a stretcher super quick?
True.
Yeah, I can do that. We should probably get out of here pretty quick.
Yep. The sooner the better. We gotta hustle.
There you go. You have a stretcher.
Okay, cool. All right, you grab that end. I'll grab this end, and I pull Vance onto the stretcher.
Easy.
It's okay. We got you, bud. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Up.
Lifting it up, and then we're just like do nothing to see here. Right into the Pizza Hut, or not Pizza Hut. Sorry, the pizza place. Joe Mama's. Joe Mama's Pizza.
Can I throw up a wall really fast? Like.
Smoke screen.
All right, so you're
Did
gonna
I make enough puns?
are you gonna run run him down to the infirmary?
Absolutely.
So yeah, so Locke helps you get him down to the infirmary and start pulling him down. Bob Ross comes running up to you as he sees that you have a teleporter. He's not really asking questions on how you guys got it. He's just like, "Oh, I see you found one. Very good job."
Yeah, not right now.
Great,
I
great
just
job.
hand him a teleporter and just just rush into the infirmary.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just standing there, just kind of like blinking at you guys, like, what? What's going on?
Did you not hear the explosions outside?
I mean, I just thought that was everyday America.
No, those are
What
shootings.
is Joe's ideas of America? I don't understand the 80s.
No, we got the mantis people were
Look,
back attacking.
I have watched RoboCop plenty of times to know that
Oh
kind of
my-
thing is just normal.
God.
Is Locke with us?
No, Locke is in the infirmary with Vance. He's setting up the nanites. Vance is it's probably gonna be an overnight thing as the nanites try to repair any damage to his organs. So Vance is out. He's asleep.
My friends call me Vance, but you can call me RoboCop.
Senor Tickles.
So were we able? Did the visor break on her?
It started to, but she was pulled away before you could see anything.
Tragic.
All right, so Vance is good now, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Vance
well,
is
Yeah, totally fine.
No,
Vance
not
is
like fine,
stabilized.
but like he's stable. That's what I meant.
yeah, Vance is stabilized.
Okay. I'm just gonna like sit in the infirmary for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So, Lieutenant Ross, he comes in, and he looks at all three of you, and he looks at the teleporter, and he says, "I can get you guys back to your time. I can get you guys home. but you'll have to leave tonight. Meaning, Vance will have to stay here.
Why?
Uh,
Don't leave me in the 80s! I don't want to be in the 80s!
As you can
Seriously.
see, his condition is not one that we can use to we can't move him. If we move him, if we take him off the nanites now, I don't think he'll survive the trip. We would have to hold him here while we sent you two guys back. We sent you guys home.
Why just tonight?
Because this is within the next 15 years, the earliest time that the ripple will be open, that we can open the wormhole to get you guys home.
So he'll have to be here for the next 15 years.
Yes, he'll be stuck here for the next 15 years.
God,
Will
I
he
gotta
be able
live
to
through
come
the
back
90s.
to our... He won't be able to come back to our time the same way.
Yeah, as I've explained before, I don't have much knowledge of really messing around with time and space continuum. I don't know what effects this will have moving forward, but this is the only time that I can get you home.
How soon do you need an answer?
Like 30 seconds ago.
Go. You got families.
Does Vance
I don't
not have
know.
a family?
Yeah, Vance has a family too, but they got families too, and I'm not going to be the one to keep them from their families.
You're asleep. You're passed out. I don't know why you're talking. Wait, is he knocked out or is he waking up now?
I mean, he could be waking up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if he's going to whisper for you guys to go, I would say that he's probably a little bit conscious.
I don't know. Sarko?
Go.
I don't want to leave him,
Go.
but the longer we're here, the more everything gets messed up, right?
Yeah, so the longer that you guys are in the 80s, running around with your TI calculators, telling people that you invented the calculator, the more the timelines kind of fracture and split and create new timelines.
So we really just need to go back and fix what's happening there.
I would say we need to get you guys home as quickly as possible to try and curb any damage to the space-time continuum.
What if instead of going to the future, we go farther back before all this happened?
Yeah, I don't want to send you guys further back in time, causing even more problems.
What?
You mean? Do you mean before we were sent back here, or
Like,
I mean,
I'm gonna go
the
on this.
insectoids? This is.
I'm gonna try and explain this to you the best way that I understand this, because technically I don't think you guys should have even been able to exist in this timeline, because you weren't born yet. So you're only here most likely because your parents are alive in this timeline. If I were to send you back before your parents existed, you probably would cease to be.
okay. So here's the question. Does us staying here, if we were to be able to blend in and stop this insectoid army, do we still do more harm than good?
We can't know. It's an Occam's razor. We don't know whether or not you staying here will will cause a problem or not cause a problem.
Okay, well,
And I probably used that term wrong.
We really, so it's like anything else. Then if
I'm going to
here's how I see
highly
it.
suggest that you guys take this opportunity.
Look, I know he's, distracting, gets distracted easily and far out and all that, but I cannot leave him here.
He's going to look you dead in the face again.
Yes, you can.
I am going to highly suggest that you take this opportunity.
Go. The 80s suck.
I think we need to go, Jason. I don't like it either, but I think we need to.
Will we remember any of this?
Very possibly he will, yes.
Will we remember this?
Oh, yeah. I don't have memory. Like, I'm not the Men in Black. I can't wipe your memory.
Oh, so you know the Men in Black. No, I'm just kidding.
Men in Black in the 80s?
All right.
Maybe there's actual Men in Black.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Dun dun dun. Aliens.
Okay. If you say being here is worse and we can do more good in our own time, then I guess we don't have a choice.
And with that, he grabs both of you by the hands and he leads you into what was the training room. You can see that he's got the teleporter all kind of wired up to the control panel, and he's got 2020 punched in, ready to send you guys home. He just looks at you two and he's like, "Are you guys ready?"
I mean, no, but we really don't have any other choice. Or at least I'm not ready, but we don't have a choice now, do we?
So he goes ahead and he goes, "No, not really. We've got to fix the timelines as quickly as possible." And he hits some keys on the teleporter. He nods to both of you, "Good luck," and he walks out of the control room so that he doesn't get teleported with you.
Oh shit! I need my TA data for a calculator quick.
Buy another one.
You are teleported.
Bethel, no!
The light fills the room. You're kind of blinded. You feel like your feet lift up off the ground. Everything kind of disorients and distorts. And before you know it, you're standing back on solid ground. It's dark. It almost looks like no one has been in this room in a long time. You can kind of smell mold. It's kind of like dank and like water has been running through the pipes. As you look around, you realize that you're in the training room again, but it's heavily damaged.
Like it got attacked.
Yeah, like it's something has happened. You hear some shuffling outside. You can hear some. It sounds like someone trying to like climb through some rubble, or like get through some rubble. You hear what sounds like fighting, kind of in the distance. You hear like gunfire and things like that. Do you guys want to go ahead and go investigate, or how do you want to handle this?
I'm gonna investigate.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna head up, try to head outside?
Yeah, just come very sneakily. Is there anything that shows like maybe Vance left something behind? Anything.
So as you guys get outside, as you guys kind of stumble through the rubble of this room and push your way outside, you don't notice or you didn't hear the person, you couldn't see the person that was in this next room, but you do see that it looks like the roof is kind of like caved in. There's stones everywhere. The computer consoles are crushed. Luckily, the stairs are still there, so you can get up the stairs and get outside. And as you get outside, you see that basically your entire city is just destroyed. It looks like a straight-out battlefield. You see a statue in the park of a guy holding a TI calculator.
Jesus.
If you squint and really look, you could see that there's a plaque underneath it that says something. Tied to his hand, there's a flag that's billowing that says the Resistance on it. And
holy shit!
Behind you hear just someone whisper, "Holy shit!" And you turn around and you see a much, much older Vance.
God damn it!
About time you guys showed up. And that's where we end it.
Mother, you asshole! How dare you!
That was great. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like the first major decision they have to make, and I don't have to be a part of it.
You suck. So,
He's the asshole. You're the guy that right when you were getting teleported. My calculator! My calculator! Not by Vance! Not by Vance! It was my calculator!
I was trying, it was a humor, thank you very much. Second of all, okay. So, and you don't have to say anything, but had we stayed, and again, you don't have to answer that, but had we stayed, what would have happened?
I would have had to really improvise.
He was truly counting on y'all leaving, and y'all did. Y'all left me to die.
Oh my god!
You didn't die though.
But I didn't die.
You didn't die. I will say, freaking, it was so hard for me to make the decision to leave because that is not something Vance would do. So it was just like once you made it very clear that it was like, yo, if you stay here, you're gonna everything up. Like you're gonna that was the for Jason. That was the okay. Like what the good outweighs the bad kind of thing. If it makes you feel any better, he feels so bad that he's leaving. He feels so freaking bad.
Do you want to know what I would have done?
Well, go ahead.
I wouldn't have left because Vance never leaves behind his friends.
Oh man,
He's there
Vance
for
is gonna be dude. Old man Vance is gonna have you holding a 15-year-old.
You guys are gonna fight. You guys are gonna fight Old Man Vance right off the bat.
Yeah, you might have some problems with Old Man Vance.
Oh man, how old would I be? Let's see.
Oh.
That's 40 years later, ain't it?
So did we say what year in high school we were? Were we seniors or junior? What?
I don't think we ever said.
Yeah. So let's
So I
say
could be 58.
17. No. Well, if you're 17, it's been 15 years. You're a young adult. If I'm
17 and it's been 40 years because I was in the 80s and now it's 2020, I would be
it's only
57.
It's only 30 years, dog. I was born in the 80s.
Hold on. Yes.
Wait. Okay.
If it was 1980 on the dot, though, I'd be.
No, it was. You guys were in 1987.
1987.
40 years.
So it's only been roughly 32 years.
He said that the next time he could teleport someone would be
years.
15 years. So why didn't Van? Oh, is this next episode stuff we gotta discuss?
It very well may be.
Curse you giving me the hook, line, and sinker. Shit. I'm just naturally curious, and now I'm just it's such a cliffhanger.
This is giving
Vance
a little arc. He gets to kind of push how that conversation is gonna go next episode.
Fuck. Why do you guys gotta give me responsibility? You should have stayed.
Looks like you got some.
I could have waited another 15 years. Now I gotta actually write something.
All right, so I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out in chat.